Okay, today I'm reviewing the 1973 Dirty Harry movie, Magnum Force. This is the second movie in the Dirty Harry film series, and it stars Clint Eastwood as Harry Callahan, and a bunch of other guys I've never seen, as is always the case in a lot of the movies I watch. Yep, that's it. That's about all I know. Okay, yep. And this movie runs at 1 to 24 minutes, so it is the longest Dirty Harry movie that has ever been made. So, on to the plot. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. Dirty Harry, does not show up. I'm getting confused right now. Something happens. Oh yes, that's it. Some mob boss gets away at court because of some person didn't fill out the right paper. One of those technicalities that always seems to happen in these types of movies. His limousine is is pulled over by a cop, and rather than give the driver a ticket, the cop shoots every single person inside that limousine with his .357 Magnum revolver. That is correct. Dirty Harry goes to investigate the shooting, and with his partner, Harry's superior disapproves of almost all of Harry's his style of policing, and he says, "I pride myself on never having to have pulled out my gun." And Dirty Harry replies to him like a badass that he is, "A man's got to know his limitations." So, at a police firing range, Harry meets with 3 to 4 rookie cops, and he notices how amazing one of those cops' marksmanship is. He hits every single target on target, and he is much like Dirty Harry because Harry's such a good shot, I guess, right? So later on in the movie, I think someone shoots up another mob person's pool party. Takes a machine gun and he shoots everyone up, and then a pimp pours drain cleaner down one of his prostitutes' throat because she was stealing money from him, and that same pimp is pulled over by a police officer. Rather than arresting him for murder and prostitution trafficking type deal, the officer shoots him. The pimp tried to offer a bribe, but the cop did not take it for some reason. So, Harry, later on in the movie, after Harry is almost seduced by his dead partner's divorced wife, I don't know if he's dead yet, his wife, and by his neighbor, he gets called to the city morgue where he sees dead bodies of some more victims from the shootings, from various murders and stuff. So, Harry was taken off of active homicidal duty and put back on homicidal duty. So he starts investigating the murders. He does all that police type stuff, and then when what would it be? It would be I don't know. It's some rich guy or a mob guy again. He got shot in his apartment building, and one of the cops shows up all fast, so that makes Harry suspect that possibly that cop is involved in it. Eventually, Harry gets to a point where they need to arrest a bunch of mob guys inside their warehouse type deal, but they won't come out. And all 3 of his partners are the suspected vigilante cops. One of the vigilante cops is killed. That was one of the guys who is perhaps not necessarily involved with it, but he was associated with those guys. So here he does some more stuff where it makes him suspect the cops. Eventually they go to his parking garage and they say, "Oh yeah, if you can either join us or you're against us," that type of deal. So when Harry has his girlfriend, the lady who tried to seduce him in his apartment. He goes to have her check his mail for some reason. I have no idea why. I forgot. But before she could do that, he realizes that there might be a bomb in there, and he goes to stop her, and he defuses the bomb. At which point, the apartment owner comes in, and he's like, what the hell are you doing with that? Yeah. And Harry says, I just saved your balls from being blown off. He's like, and the owner's like, oh, are you the cop? He's like, yes, I'm the cop who lives upstairs. Or something to that effect. However, Harry's partner is not as lucky. Harry tries to call him like 1,000 times. So I feel sometimes when I call my friends, they'll answer. I don't know why that is. He tries to call him 1,000 times, but rather than go into his house and check and answer the phone, he opens his mailbox and he gets blown up. So, yeah. Harry calls his superiors, the same guy who he said a man's got to know his limitations to. And he arrives and he says, we need to take this to headquarters, so he asks Harry to drive while he looks at the bomb. And then it turns out that the guy who came, his name is Briggs. He has he threatens Harry with his gun. He has him disarm. They drive to some ships. An aircraft carrier, I think. Some old aircraft carriers in San Francisco. I don't know if they're still there. But they drive there. And Harry beats up Briggs. And the vigilante cops come. And he manages to kill each and every one of them. He kills one by, just running him over. The other by, choking him. Strangling him inside the shadows of a ship. And then Harry takes that guy's bike. He rides on the aircraft carrier deck while the other cop chases him. He rides over 3 aircraft carrier decks, and then at the fourth aircraft carrier deck, he slides off, and he manages to save himself from falling off. However, that same cop is not lucky, and he falls into the water, and he is dead. After Harry gets back down, Briggs comes and says, I'm going to prosecute you first. I could shoot you, but I'm going to prosecute you with your own system. I'm the superior here, and you're the spawn scum, and you're going down with your own system, Harry. And he drives off. Meanwhile, Harry has set the bomb that almost blew him up, and he places it in the car. He drives off. Briggs drives off in the car. The car blows up, and Briggs is dead. And Harry looks at the camera and says, a man's got to know his limitations. As I said when I made my the Deadpool review, not the new Deadpool movie, but when I made the Deadpool review, the Deadpool, why am I thinking of the Deadpool? I mean, when I made my Sunday Impact review, I believe that the Dirty Harry movies were made by, the best, which is the first, to the worst, which is the last. The worst is not necessarily bad, however, it is not as good as Sudden Impact. Sudden Impact is not as good as The Enforcer. The Enforcer is not as good as Magnum Force, and Magnum Force is not as good as Dirty Harry. Magnum Force is an amazing movie. I love it to hell, like I love Dirty Harry, Sudden Impact, On Majesty's Secret Service, the whole deal. However, it is not the best Dirty Harry movie. It is a very good movie, and you should see it, because I told you to. But in reality, it is a very good movie. Superbly made. Great screenwriters, great screenplay, everything was amazing. And Harry did his own stunts. Clint Eastwood did his own stunts. I forgot to mention that. You can clearly see him in most driving scenes, driving the car. Most of the time, you can't see the actor's face. But he drove the car. He did almost all the stunts. I bet he even did that motorcycle jump thing where he almost fell off the aircraft carrier. I think he did that as well. I'm not going to bet you may. I'm fairly certain he did that himself. So that is Magnum Force review. I hope you have enjoyed. Please leave a like. And in the comment section, please tell me what movie I should review next. And if you have not done so, please subscribe. And I will see you or talk to you later in whatever movie review, video, vlog I choose to make next.